y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video, and today I wanted to share all of my favorite products for the month of May. But before we get started, if it is your first time watching, please hit the subscribe button, and if you are a returning subscriber, don't forget to hit the like button. I'm going to start with the fragrances that I was really loving this month. This is from Phlur. This is the dragonfruit body spray slash hair mist. Y'all, this just smells really good. This have like dragonfruit, I believe pineapple. I'm not sure of all the notes, but I'll have it on the screen. It puts me in the mind of the Guerlain eating juicy apple, and it also makes me think of this apple fragrance from Bath and Body Works. I can't think of the name, but I'm quite sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this kind of reminds me of that. It smells really good. Like, it just smells like something you would want to eat. And surprisingly, this is a very long lasting body spray. Like, I wasn't expecting to be able to still get a whiff of this after 2 to 3 hours. So I would say, like, you really get your money worth. Now, I do have the mini size, which is $20, and the full size, I believe it's about $36, $40, but this actually really performs well for a body mist slash hair spray. So this has been one of the fragrances that I've really been loving a lot, and now I'm actually interested in picking up some more fragrances from Phlur. So this is one of my favorite fragrances this month. Next favorite fragrance this month comes from Ellis Brooklyn. This is Miami Nectar. This has pink pineapple, coconut water. It has a lot of other fruit notes in it. This smells really good, y'all. Like, I was not expecting to like this as much as I do. This is perfect for summer. Now, it puts me in the mind of Match Aquatic. Now, it doesn't smell exactly like that, but it's kind of like, I would say this is like in the same family of that fragrance. It doesn't smell identical, but it kind of puts me in the mind of it. And also, I love the dry down. I feel like this fragrances get better and better, and this is another one that really is super long lasting. So I would highly recommend this fragrance. I believe this is a clean fragrance brand. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. So this has been one of my favorite fragrances that I've been wearing a lot. Okay, y'all, so I have a few makeup products to mention, and the first one that I'll be mentioning, I typically don't put like new release products in my favorites, especially if I haven't had it more than 2 weeks, but I had to include this because I've been loving it. I've had it only a few days. I think this just was released a few days from Sephora. This is one of the new shades from the One Size setting powder. I have the shade Marigold. If you are somebody who's a fan of like the Huda Beauty powder, Kanafa, or Blondie, you will really like this. So this is what it looks like, y'all. So this is the perfect shade for deep and dark skin tones. Now, it's not as yellow as the shade Kanafa from Huda Beauty. I feel like this leans a little more closer to Blondie. I love yellowish powders, so this has just been one I've been using. Now, of course, you don't have to worry about the formula being different or they tweaked it a little bit just because they have shades now. It still is matte, it's still finely milled, it controls oil, and it's not too drying. This is one of the perfect powders. I feel like if you have oily skin, especially going in the summertime when it gets extremely hot and you have oily skin, you want something that's going to really keep you matte and blurred, I would highly recommend this powder. Even if you don't get this shade, I would say get the regular translucent shade, but they have a bunch of other shades that I would eventually pick up, but I've just been loving this one since I got it about 4 or 5 days ago. So this is a favorite of mine already. Favorite of mine comes from Guerlain. This is the Terracotta Concealer. I mentioned this in my new updated favorite concealers video. This is a concealer that I've been pretty much using non-stop. It's going to give you light, buildable coverage. It is perfect for everyday wear. It is flawless under the eye. Now, this is not going to give you like a super glam look, but it's like a natural finish for every day. Now, like I mentioned in the previous video, I do have the shade 4N. This is going to give you a bright under eye look. If you don't want something, now if you don't want something too bright, I probably will go with the shade 5N or 6N, but I don't mind it. This has just been one of my favorite concealers as of lately. This has been obviously a favorite this month. So I wanted to mention. Favorite of mine comes from Armani. This is the new Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. This is a blush. I have the shade Flaming Red. This is very pigmented. Actually, let me swatch it for y'all so y'all can see exactly what it looks like on my hand. So as you see, it is very bright. Now with this, you only need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. And when you are applying this, I would suggest applying it to one cheek first, then blending it out before you move on to the other side. This dries down very quickly and you will have a hard time trying to get it to blend. And also, I don't really feel like this is going to give you a luminous cheek kind of look. This is more matte in my opinion. When this first was released, I wasn't sure if I was going to pick this up just because I do have the Armani Fluid Sheer Glow Enhancer. And I thought maybe this would kind of be the same thing, but it is not. This blush slash highlighter is going to give you more of like a sheer, glowy kind of look. And this one is matte in my opinion, and is way more pigmented. This like pairs good with like skin tints, things like that. No makeup kind of looks. This is way, like, again, it is very pigmented. That's the difference. Also, there is a size difference, but overall I do like both products. This shade is kind of going to put you in the mind of like NARS Exhibit A, one of those like bright orange red shades. So I just been loving this a lot. I really like Armani complexion products, and this did not disappoint. They have a deep plum shade I think it was. I am going to pick that shade up. I don't know when, but I do have my eye on that. But yeah, anyway, this has been one of my favorites. And the last favorite of mine, and it comes from Christian Louboutin. This is their foundation. I believe this is at Nordstrom, Saks, and Neiman Marcus. I'm not sure if it's at Bloomingdale's, but anyway, I freaking love this foundation. Now it does retail for $77. It is kind of pricey. I think they have a good 20 to 30 shades. I don't know the exact number. I didn't have a hard time picking a shade out. I have the shade 70W. Now, do I feel like 70W is a spot on shade match? No, it is a tad bit orange, but y'all know, of course, I can make it work if I really like it. I have it on right now and I feel like it doesn't look bad. It's not a bad shade match for me. This is going to give you a soft matte finish. It looks very pretty on camera. It looks great in person, and it is super long wearing. The last few days here, it's been like 80, 85. It's been really hot and humid, and I've worn this and I didn't have to worry about looking too shiny, constantly checking up or looking at my face or having powder with me. This really lasts, and also it does not transfer. I've actually wore this to the gym and it stayed in place. This is worth the $77. So this has been one of my new favorite foundations in general, not just for this month. If you ever tried out the Valentino foundation, this is going to give you that same kind of finish, same kind of look. Like, it's not too matte where it would be too drying for somebody with dry skin. It is perfect. Like, this foundation just works. I love it. I will highly recommend y'all pick this up. Like, and it also feels really good going on. But anyway, y'all, that is it. Those are my favorites for the month of May. Y'all let me know in the comment section, have you tried out any of the products I mentioned today? And also tell me, what are some of your favorite products that you've been using this month? And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.